Want guests talking about your B&B long after checkout? Discover how to design a breakfast room that becomes the star attraction of your guest's experience. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe and ring that little bell if you're tuning in on video so you never miss another episode. Because let's face it, you've got enough surprises in your B&B without your blog going rogue and hiding new tips from you. Today's hot topic? How to design a breakfast room guests will rave about. Because there's one thing guests love more than your homemade jam, is telling everyone else about it. Whether you're dreaming up your first renovation or just sick of the same four walls, your breakfast room can be the shining star that gets guests talking and posting long after checkout. So grab your coffee or tea and let's dig in. Create a sense of theater. Picture this. A guest wanders into your breakfast room, half asleep. Suddenly they're hit by the delicious scent of bacon, golden sunlight streaming through crisp curtains, and a soft clatter of cups and plates. They're awake now, and they're grinning. That's what I call breakfast theater. It's about engaging the senses and creating a little show each morning. Let guests see the magic happen. An open kitchen concept, even a semi-opened hatch, lets them watch the sizzling action while you flip pancakes like Gordon Ramsay. Hopefully minus the swearing. Invest in good lighting. Natural light is ideal, but if you're stuck in a dark space, layer it up. Overhead pendants, wall sconces, candles for a soft glow on dreary mornings. Play soft background music. Think jazz, acoustic guitar, or local artist to lift the mood without drowning the conversation. I was once in a breakfast room that was so quiet that you could hear the muffin crumb drop. Guests started whispering like they were in a church. Not exactly the vibe I was hoping for. Build your B&B. From dream to doors open, calls it. Experience layering. Stacking small moments so guests feel they've stumbled into a 5-star production. It's theater, just with toast. Choose furniture that feels like a hug. Now let's talk chairs. Yeah, chairs. Because your guests will sit in them every single morning. A breakfast room shouldn't feel like a dentist's waiting room. Aim for comfort, not punishment. Mix seating styles. A few tables for two, a communal table for minglers, maybe a cozy window nook for the shy souls hiding behind their newspaper. Think textures. Wooden chairs add warmth. Upholstered seating scream comfort. Wicker can bring a rustic vibe, but only if it doesn't squeak when people shift their weight. Tables should be sturdy enough to survive a full breakfast, yet elegant enough to make guests feel special. One great tip is to match your furniture with your property's story. Running a Victorian home, antique, or reproduction piece. Coastal vibe? Think of whitewashed wood and breezy fabrics. Guests remember how your chairs felt on their backsides. Trust me, if they leave breakfast rubbing their lower back, it's not a memory you want them taking home. Turn your walls into conversation starters. Bare walls scream budget motel. Give your walls a story to tell. Display local art. Guests love feeling they're discovering hidden gems, not just in your town, but on your walls. Hang old photos of the house or area with quirky captions. Guests love feeling connected to your B&B's history. Create a chalkboard wall for daily menus or quote of the day. I once saw one with "I love you latte" written. Guests actually took a selfie with it. Boom! Free marketing. Be strategic with layout. A great breakfast room layout is like good choreography. Everyone moves gracefully, nobody collides, and no one sits stranded like a lonely island. Allow at least 1 meter or about 3 feet of walking space between tables. Avoid bottlenecks around the buffet table or coffee station. If guests keep bumping into each other while grabbing croissants, it's less B&B charm and more like WWF SmackDown. Place the best seats by the window or the fireplace, where they'll have the most impact. I once heard a guest tell an owner, "Your breakfast room flow is better than my kitchen at home." High praise indeed. And if you ever doubt the power of a good layout, guest comfort starts when they sit down. Words to live by. Appeal to the Instagram crowd. Now let's be honest. Today's guests adore photo opportunities. So give them one. Keep one Instagram corner, a statement wall, stylish dishware, or fresh flowers can do the trick. Serve breakfast prettily. A fruit salad looks 10 times better in a glass goblet than in a plain bowl. Check your color palette. Warm, inviting hues look far better with photos than harsh brights. Because nothing markets your B&B faster than a guest tagging you with "best breakfast ever." Before the scones, before the smiles, there's a strategy. Your B&B Starter Blueprint download gives you the 7 steps every owner needs. Free, practical, charming, just like your future B&B. Get your copy now. You can find a link in the show notes. What's the one thing you would love to change in your current breakfast room? Let me know in the comments. Here are your key takeaways. Breakfast room equals guest magnet. Lighting sets the mood. Chairs must be comfy. Walls should tell stories. Layout avoids chaos. Breakfast room isn't just a play to shovel eggs and coffee. It's the beating heart of your morning hospitality. Get it right, and guests will rave, return, and bring friends along next time. It's these small details that make running a B&B so rewarding, and yes, occasionally exhausting.
If you'd love more tips like this or fancy a full blueprint for running a successful, profitable B&B, check out the Build Your B&B from Dream to Doors open course. It's packed with strategies, checklists, and a few giggles along the way. And hey, if you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. Because your breakfast room deserves to be as unforgettable as your homemade jam. And now, go forth and design a breakfast room guests will talk about until the cows come home, or at least until checkout.